Everyone, I'm Vanessa S of By Vanessa S and welcome to my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful hot chocolate cocoa mugs table decor for the holidays. I bought these mugs from Dollar Tree and I use my Cricut JoyXtra for the stenciling. And I used acrylic paint, as well as polyacrylic and glaze, as well as glitter and styrofoam balls. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get to it. The first thing you want to do is clean each of the coffee mugs or the hot cocoa mugs. Clean them all with alcohol. I just use 91% proof for them, and just clean them off to get all the greasy grime or any kind of dirt. I use the acrylic metallic gold for the base color. And so this is going to take at least 3 coats just to get a solid foundation. I painted them 3 times. It was 3 different coats. An hour and a half of dry time between the first 2, and then I let it dry thoroughly overnight. I used Cricut removable vinyl and just found designs from Cricut Design Space. After the mug is dry thoroughly, I took the Cricut designs from the removable vinyl and placed them onto the cup, and I started with the center. The best thing to do when you're doing this is just to make sure that the design is thoroughly on the cup. So I used a couple of different methods to make sure that happens, because once I put the design on the transfer tape and put the transfer tape with the design on the cup, I want to be able to get the transfer tape off so that I can go to the next step. Now that the designs are on each of the cups, and I make sure that I just rub my hand over it just to smooth it down and just make sure to smooth down. Now I will paint each of the cups with an overlay color. In this case, I'm using green and red, 2 green and 2 red. And for this, you'll need probably 2 coats, which is what I used. I used 2 coats. I'm not really concerned about getting it saturated as far as the color. I just really need the color to be even and laid thoroughly and evenly. Now that the cups are dry, I can add glitter to the base using Mod Podge glue. I put a nice generous coat of Mod Podge on the pedestal part of the mug. I make sure that I get all of the sides, get it even, but I am generous with it. Then I like to use the fine or extra fine glitter, because the extra fine glitter is not too chunky and it's easier to coat with the glaze and the polyacrylic. If you have to touch it up, just put a little bit more Mod Podge on there and then just touch it up. For this process, you only need one coat of glitter unless you really just want it to be thick. You just need one coat. So I just put one coat of glitter onto the handle and onto the pedestal. You want to be careful when putting the Mod Podge onto the handle because it will run a little bit, but if you just take a little bit of a paper towel and just wipe it off, that would be fine. When putting the glitter onto the handle, you want to turn it upside down because when you turn it upside down, you can see what parts need glitter. It can be a little bit deceiving and tricky. Now that the glitter is on the bottom, I just take a brush, since it's dry, and just brush off the excess glitter. But I only do this once it's dry, which I leave it to dry probably overnight. Now that the glitter is on, it's dry, the paint is dry, now I can pull off the removable vinyl, which is going to now show the design that you have underneath. I find using either this weeding tool or the thin X-Acto knives help with removing the removable vinyl, or whatever stencil that you use. After you remove the vinyl and everything is dry, the next step is to add one coat of polyacrylic and 2 coats of the triple thick glaze or double thick glaze, or whatever glaze you're going to use. Hey everyone, while you are watching this in fast mode, do me a favor, click the like if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell so that you'll be notified of future videos as they are coming. So thank you, and remember, sharing is caring, so please share. Okay, so for this part of the process, you're going to need some styrofoam balls. This is a 12-piece, 1.8-inch round ball. Some foliage. I have this greenery with these little berries and some pine cones, some painted pine cone. You will also need a glue gun. Safety first, so you'll need your little glue fingers or whatever you wear. And of course, your glasses. Now, these are the glasses. This is how they came out. I used the very fine glitter, and I really like the way it came out. I put 1 coat of the glitter on the base and the handle, and of course, afterwards, I put a coat of polyacrylic on, and then after that, I put 2 coats of the triple thick glaze on each of them. And I really like the way they came out. I really do. I like the authenticness of having the paint as the decoration as opposed to doing something like putting a vinyl or something like that. So I really like the way they came out, both colors, the green and the red. And so now we're just going to decorate inside of them. So you start with putting in your styrofoam ball. Now I have 2 sizes. I have a large size, this large size, and the smaller size. For this phase of the project, I am going to use the larger of the balls, the styrofoam balls. These are 2.3 inches. The 2.3 inches, and it comes 6 in a pack. I find that the larger balls you can just stick into these glasses and then just decorate it, and it has enough height on it that you don't really need a really high or a long stake, the stem of it, so you don't really need a long stem. So, and what I'm going to do is cut these apart so that they're smaller. Okay, I'm going to cut them apart, and I'm going to use them to fill. So let me go cut these apart, and then I'll come back and start decorating. To keep the ball still and from moving around, I just put a little bit of the hot glue on each side. You don't need a lot, just a little bit on each side. And then I just gently place the ball and let it set for a second. All right. This one is already set. So, to decorate the ball, I just fill it in. I use this little stick. It has a little pointer. It's a long toothpick. And I start with just putting a hole in the area that I'm going to start. I like to start with placing a hole with the little toothpick, this pointy stick, and then I'll take just a little bit of the glue and fill the hole. Then I take the little stems and stick it down in there. And I don't worry about filling it out yet. Right now I'm just putting all the foliage into the little ball. And then as I finish with putting the little foliage in the ball, then I'll go back and actually start doing more of the decorating of it. Okay, there you have it. So the strings of glue from the hot glue are easy to remove. You can just remove them off with your finger, or you can take something like a wipe and wipe it down, but they're easy to remove. Now you have your beautiful table decor or holiday decor.